Sheila Jackson-Lee, a representative and a Democrat from Texas, is accused of taking someone else's seat on a United Airlines flight. Well, now the Congresswoman is using the race card, saying the allegations are, and this is a quote, racist. Listen to Jackson in her own words, quote, "Since this was not any fault of mine, the way the individual continued to act appeared to be, upon reflection, it was because I was an African-American woman." Now, taking a look at how stocks of United Continental Holdings did today, the company ended the day in the green. With me now is Trump National Diversity Coalition Executive Director Bruce LeVell. He is also a member of the President's 2020 Advisory Board. Thanks for joining us. Just want to bring people up to speed on this. We had a passenger with a first-class ticket, got bumped from her seat. United Airlines said that the representative, Jackson-Lee, got the seat because she was first in line, but there's disputes over that, and that maybe United was giving her favorable treatment because she was a representative. Now, the woman whose picture you just saw is the woman who got bumped. Turns out she's a civil rights activist, a photographer with a long and very solid history of supporting liberal causes. She documented abuses in war-torn Guatemala during the 1980s. So let me ask you, is Representative Lee out of line here, bringing in racism as a potential for what happened?
Yeah, and thanks for having me, Mr. Shapiro. I appreciate it. You know, it's so sad. I've been dealing with this for 2.5 years. You know, it just seemed like it never ends. You know, if I was Representative Sheila Jackson, you know, I would humble myself and give up the seat. You know, if my congressperson here in Georgia would pull that, I would be totally disappointed also. Leadership is humbling yourself, and she should try that and give. And you go with the flow like everyone else does. The other thing that kind of bugs me is this race thing, is the fact that Representative Jackson has been in office over almost a quarter of a century. She has almost a 10% unemployment rate. If I were her, and I hope she watches this tape, please, Representative Jackson, work with your constituents in your district. Try to promote jobs. Try to bring businesses in your district. Work with this president. He is the best and the best we've ever had that understands business in this administration, and work with him to try to help bring jobs in your district. Don't sit up there and tweet the race card every time. It's kind of like Representative Al Green, you know, and he comes up here working on impeachment instead of working on his 17% unemployment in his district and trying to promote jobs in his district. So it's so sad.
I just got to share with you, you know, these are what I think some people call first world problems, getting bumped from a first-class seat. And I've certainly had childish outbursts of things much less serious than this. But with Congressman Lee, when the story first broke, I made a point, as we discussed it here at Fox, to point out that United said that the woman who got bumped had canceled her flight, that Representative Lee was first in line. But it seems as if maybe, I mean, to go to where she went, to automatically assume that this was because of racism, when you look at her history, I'm going to point this out, other situations, like the fight to raise the debt ceiling, President Trump criticizing the NFL. She has accused hurricane names, when NOAA picks the new names, of being racist. So does this undermine her credibility? Because she is a leader. She is a member of Congress.
Right. Well, it's, you know, absolutely. Like I said before, it's kind of like, you know, we elect our congressperson, just like here in Georgia. I would not want my Republican congressperson to go up there and pick a fight and spend more time doing nothing, not presenting any bills that can help my constituents, than picking fights with the president. It is so counterproductive, and it does a disservice to the people in her district. The other thing, too, and this goes across the board, Republican, Democrat, I hope that people are watching this and people see this type of behavior, Republican or Democrat, and vote these people out that want to go vote for people who want to do the will of the people, by the people, for the people. Not go in there and pick fight with the president and work on something that's so counterproductive, that is a conflict of interest, that doesn't have the best interests of their constituents in their district. Adam, this is crazy. Absolutely insane.